The simplest thing I can think of, which is something I've used a lot of times, and that's a square. A square is the most, one of the most basic things that you can deal with. And the other thing, of course, is the series concept, that I like to not just make a piece and then go on and have an unrelated piece, but try to extend that business for as long as I can. And then the other one is randomness. And this one, I wanted to do it without any concept in mind beyond just the square. And in this case, I decided I'd put 5 squares across the top and make 5 variations of whatever within those squares. And then the next thing that came along was just that red horizontal line under the squares, which is marked off in centimeter segments, and that followed with the chartreuse yellow vertical that ended up into calligraphic swash. And from then on it was just filling in spaces. And so I did another simple shape, a shape that I've used a lot, pentagram, which I drew there and then inscribed the circle and began dividing it up. And I picked up a broken branch from the Zelkova tree out in the driveway and brought it in and stuck that in, a few leaves, and of course I have to have some letters. The old calligraphy thing kicks in and I get very uncomfortable if I don't put at least a letter or two. So I have the very formal, rigidly constructed B and that much looser, Baroque looking eye that was done with French curves, and then a few sort of fill out the space. And it was the idea that you just keep drawing and just keep drawing until it's filled up and there's no more room, and you go on to the next one.